You hear all the beeping? It's for me. Why? This right here. Texas plates. When you're in Minnesota with Texas plates, everybody thinks you're ice. I'm just trying to get some food. This is what I got to deal with.
Them whistles, man, they worse than summertime crickets. What's up, family? So it's not even about the sound anymore. It's about what it represents at this point. And that whistle is like the bat signal for people who are just looking to be angry. You got to understand something. When you're in a time where people want to feel offended, they wake up in the morning looking for something to be mad about. And it's like outrage is the new currency. And if they're not mad, they don't feel relevant. And what's worse is that anger they carry, it's not even based on anything real half the time. It's based off of assumptions, echo chambers, social media clips, and some have big idea they cooked up while scrolling TikTok. And they're not reacting to reality, they're reacting to a narrative. And that's why you got to be 10 times more patient out here now, because these people are emotionally unstable and spiritually malnourished. And they're not operating off facts, they're running off of vibes and viral moments. And you step outside your house, you might bump into somebody who's been brewing on a lie all week, and now they're ready to unload it on you like you're the villain in their movie. And it gets worse when they link up, because that's when things flip from annoying to flat out dangerous. See, when people get in groups, something shifts, right? They lose their individual thinking, they start moving as a hive. And it's like watching people transform into something else entirely, like they all downloaded the same faulty software update at the same time. A group of regular people suddenly thinks they're an enforcement unit. And the best way I could describe it is like a flash flood. Individually, a drop of water ain't much, but when it builds up and the barriers are weak, boom, now you got a whole flood ripping through the streets, washing away anything in its path. And that's what this mob energy is. It's so anti-American. The simple fact that they're sitting here blowing whistles to basically bring awareness that ICE, as we know, they're enforcing national security, also getting rid of illegal immigrants in the country when they shouldn't have been in the country in the first place, to blow whistles to give notice so the immigrant could flee away, the illegal immigrant could flee away. So you're basically protecting a criminal in the name of being anti-American when it comes to doing the most anti-American thing in regards of oversaturating your communities, exhausting the resources, because you have people that are on the books. Let's say you got children, unfortunately, based on their parent putting them in this situation where the parent is illegally in the country, and now the children is put into a school system, and they've been most of the time, 9 times out of 10, a naturalized born citizen, been here in the United States in the first place. But now the kid has to suffer based off of the consequences of the parent because they was here illegally. So they have to go with their parent back to their parent country where they from, because who's going to take care of the child? Let alone sitting here protecting a criminal where now their kid they had in America, which they shouldn't have had in the first place, is now taking the spot of an American taxpayer child who is legal, doing things the right way, working 40 plus hours a week. And now the citizen and a legal migrant, I'm talking about the legal immigrants, the legal migrants that sit here and pay taxes, that have a social security, that pay into the system as well. You're taking a spot of their children that are doing things the right way, being an American taxpaying citizen and being a legal immigrant that is paying taxes and has a social security number putting back into the system. And it's a shame because these individuals are blowing whistles out here to do the most anti-American thing ever, to go against ICE. When in reality is you should respect and also appreciate law and order, because if crime started knocking at their doors, they would appreciate it a whole different way. But since it's not happening to them, they feel incentivized to feel entitled to something. So they'll rather sit here and blow whistles and act like a mob of the most anti-American of them all flooding the streets. So now I want to show you guys another clip because this is how insane that is getting. Check it out now.
Here you go. There, like I said, I don't have to do this. I'm happy to do this. That's all. We just got to stop this.
So he's got a lot of camera equipment. I think we can say this isn't ice.
Yeah, I'm not. I tried to tell the first lady that nobody believes me. That's all I can do is tell you. I already showed. Listen, first of all, I don't have to do any of that, but I'm kind. I respect what you are doing. Yeah, no. I really appreciate what you guys are doing. I just don't understand my job and I don't know how to do it.
Were you here yesterday?
Yeah.
Yes, he was here yesterday. I can testify that. I didn't recognize him.
No, I appreciate your help. Thank you.
I'm not here to help you.
No,
I think the fact that you're in a vehicle like this at this
I
time
get it. But with all due respect to everybody, I can't help but let it drive.
Well, you can. You go rent something else.
Well,
I mean, if you're part of
are you going to pay
media.
for it? That's not how it works.
This is my business.
I know. This is not how it works. So anyhow, I hope you guys understand. Not here to
He
cause
was
any
here
problem.
with a video camera yesterday. I did see another vehicle with them, but
Yeah, he showed you.
I did see him with a camera.
Press badge when folks are talking to you on the side?
No. I told them I was with the media.
Okay.
And when people get irate with me, I have no choice to just roll out the window.
I think you gotta understand that some people were kidnapped.
Well, it wasn't yesterday, because that's what we did the story on.
Sorry.
Let's just wrap this up, okay?
It would be helpful. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's fine.
You guys the first time.
Let's just wrap this up so either way, you know.
That is wild to me because one person feels disrespected, another person hears their whistle and runs over, somebody else pulls out a phone and live stream it, and before you know it, you got a whole situation that spiraled out of nothing. All because nobody in that group had the courage to say, hold up, maybe we doing too much, but they don't feel like they have to say that. Why? Because they think they're untouchable. And the dangerous part is, look, they're not even wrong because in cities, the leadership has straight up told them their action has no accountability when it comes to these sanctuary cities. You got governors, mayors, city councils all playing political games trying to appease everybody instead of standing on principle. They don't enforce law and order because they're too scared to look authoritarian. So they just let chaos slide. They defund the police, handcuff officers, and set a tone that tells the mob, go ahead and do what you want and we won't stop you. And that's how you end up with people thinking they could walk up to strangers like you seen and demand car searches with zero authority. And that's how you got this new reality where some random civilian thinks they can interrogate another adult just because they're in a rental. Let's say he could be in a rental. You know how many out of state plates that have Texas plates on there, from Hertz and Enterprise, any company for individuals that go on trips or vacations and take road trips and they don't want to use their car. But this is not freedom. This is madness, right? But you notice you don't see this in every state. You try pulling this nonsense in Florida and it's a whole different story. Florida don't play about safety. Florida don't play about boundaries. And that's because they understand what a line is. They still know that if you let chaos run unchecked, it will spread like mold. And once that mold sets in, it's hard to get rid of. And that's the difference between strong leadership in these blue cities and in these red states. Because the only states that's having the characteristic of a strong leadership is the red states. Because you don't see this nonsense happening where boundaries are being overstepped. I want you guys to check out the last video.
This is so cool. I mean, so cool as in like, this has got to be the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I know, it's like, you feel like a zoo.
I've never.
Then why do you care? Then you should say bitch. I'm just trying to enjoy my lunch. If you're not with us, then you're against us. So clear. So clear.
Oh my god. What? We do custom apps for a whole bunch of companies around Minnesota and the country. Filming us?
Why are you filming us?
Because you're filming us. Sure.
These people are crazy. They are wild.
Do I look like an ice agent?
Yeah, you look like a fucking ice agent.
Holy fucking
They're interrogating this man and asking him because they think he looks like an ICE agent. So they're interrogating him.
No, it's not.
Overstepping boundaries. Definitely unnecessary for
Would you support
and ridiculous.
Support what? The way you guys are acting? Fuck no.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The way you guys are, I don't support ICE either.
Then why do you care? Then you should.
I'm just trying to enjoy my lunch.
If you're not with us, then you're against us.
All right, I heard enough. All because this man is just trying to enjoy his lunch, but they see him as an ICE agent. So they sit here and they overstep boundaries, get in his face, and interrogate him with a camera, recording him. What, for Instagram likes, for TikTok likes, to go viral? And the saddest part is the people who actually need the help, the people in those communities that are really going through it, they get ignored while the loudest, most disruptive ones get all the attentions. So now we got a generation of people who are convinced that as long as they're mad enough, loud enough, and have enough people behind them, they can do anything. No training, no logic, no authority, just raw emotion and groupthink. And that's not justice. That's not activism. That's just reckless behavior being normalized by politicians who don't have the backbone to shut it down. And if we start calling it what it is, not just out of pocket, but dangerous, then this kind of stuff is actually going to grow. And you either deal with the flood when it starts as a puddle, or you wait until it crashes through your front door. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Catch you in the next one. Peace.